whipping. Good Lord. These strong trees. Alright, so I do realize this is not going to be great audio or video quality. However, we still got a hurricane going on, and that's my generator you hear in the back. We're running on just a little light in the kitchen. So anyway, I lined up this here stripe, and you can still see the masking right here with our other decal that we put on the side, which worked out great. However, when I did the angle of this whoop, hang on, let me get that to stay down. All right, I wanted this line here to match up, and so when we got to the corner, since this is kind of like on an angle, it didn't quite line up. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm pulling the masking off, and I've got a really sharp razor blade. I'm just gonna try and make a straight cut here, and then I'm gonna overlap two of the pieces, and you won't even know it's been cut right there. But it's gonna be way better than having this giant bubble in it. So this hurricane is only traveling at 10 miles an hour. So it's been lasting all day and half the night. It's really only, I think, 9:30-ish right now. However, that's a really slow moving storm. A lot of times they'll come through here at like 35 miles an hour and the storm's over in like 3 hours, but this is not the case. All right, so I hope the lighting's good enough for you to see that. After I cut it, it's just a little bit overlapped and pretty darn close, so I'm pretty happy with that. And to have just a little overlap here, a little overlap there, I think that's looking pretty darn good. So I'm happy with how that came out. Same thing over here. That was crazy. Alright, so the winds that you just saw were around 60 miles an hour. And believe it or not, we had wind gusts of twice that speed. And I wanted to get more film, and I just couldn't risk getting smashed in the head with a branch. Every time I'd stick my head out and hold my camera up, I'm telling you, I would run back in the shed, and I eventually had to run into the house, avoiding branches. It was extremely dangerous, and you'll see very soon how many trees and branches just fell. When you walk out the back door, and you can see here there are trees down. My neighbor has a tree down way over there. This fig tree got uprooted by a large branch. Just branches everywhere. Chickens seem to be okay. I got a fence down over there. Another piece of fence down over there. But the boats seem okay, the chickens seem okay. You can see that neighbor's got a huge tree down. They got two huge trees down. I got really lucky because I've got this massive oak tree, that massive tree, that massive pine tree, and just a couple branches on my roof, so pretty happy about that. The chicken run fell down. How was that, girls? Is that fun or what? Yeah, ready to get out of here. Prison break. I locked them up for 24 hours. I usually let them roam free every day. They broke one of their eggs. They're so silly, they never put their eggs in the same spot anymore. All right, everyone, so after about an hour and a half of trying to get the adhesive off, this is what I'm left with. This decal is actually sitting really smooth, which is great. I had to end up using the eraser wheel, and then I used Goo Gone with a razor blade. And you can still see some adhesive on here, which kind of sucks, but I'm hoping over time, or maybe I can just continue to wipe this every once in a while with some Goo Gone. It's not even sticky, it doesn't look right. This side is looking slightly worse. I only used all the chemicals at first, and then I used the eraser wheel, but I did not use razor blade on this side. So there's no scratches or anything, that's just great. But hopefully you can still see there's still a lot of adhesive, and the decal itself, you can kind of see adhesive on different angles underneath it. So not great. I did get this to line up perfectly, so that was nice, but not too shabby. I'd say it's definitely an improvement from where we were. The decal in the back looks great. And I think what I'm going to do now is, since there's so much scratches, and I think we got matte black here on the front, and it's just not looking great on the top, I think I'm going to tape off from here up, or I guess down rather, and paint the top part a gloss black and get it one solid color, because this, like I said, it's not looking so great with matte black. And obviously it's not going to have pretty blue flake metal in the spray paint, but I'm going to get a good high quality black gloss paint, make this thing one solid color at the top, get it all looking pretty nice. So that'll be the last step, and this hood will be done. All right, with generators buzzing in the background, this is what our cowling looks like, all taped up, ready to paint. I kind of scuffed up the top there with some sandpaper, sanded down this area here because it looked a little rough, and we're gonna go ahead and give it a paint. All right, so that's coat number one. I think that's gonna look pretty good. I made sure to wipe this down with acetone, and I'm using a Rust-Oleum gloss black paint, so hopefully this will stick on there really well and stay looking good for quite some time. I'll probably put 2 more coats before I'm done. Right, so here's the hood after coat number 3. It's all one solid color, it's nice and shiny. I'm happy about that. The only thing I'm not happy about, I'm going to try and zoom a little bit for you. I don't know if you can see, there's little dots, little divots, little craters I should say, and the only thing that I can think is that I put on the first coat, and about 15 minutes later, while the first coat was still tacky, I put on the second coat, and then I feel like I saw those craters form. So I think that was bad painting skills on my part. I'm not sure if you could see those little craters, but other than that, I think that's gonna be a wrap for this hood. I've put in enough work and money as far as decals and everything go. So now there's nothing left to do but the final reveal. All right, well, I think that's not half bad compared to what it used to look like. This is 100 times better. It's not perfect. There's still some scuffs. Like I said, there's craters in the paint. Back here is not perfect, but for a 20-year-old engine cowling, I'm happy with it. Can't wait to see her back on the boat. Hey, where are you going? I really hope this has helped y'all, and y'all remember to stay safe out there so you can return home still alive.